Welcome back to my channel. You're in for another Dating in London with me. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to do a Q&A Tuesday. So I'm here answering all of the questions that I get either in my Ask FM or underneath the videos, underneath the comment section in the videos. So stick around a bit and find out if I answer one of your questions. Okay, so I have the questions here on my iPad, so I'm going to be looking down and answering the questions. So the first one that I get all the time is, why are you doing the Dating in London videos? Okay, I'm doing the Dating in London videos just because I hear all the time about women, especially American women, talking about, oh, I want to go to Europe, I want to date in Europe. And since I'm here, I figured I might as well talk about it and let you guys know, like, really what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's just a bit of fun for me, just documenting my experiences dating here in the UK and throughout Europe, and just sharing with you guys my experiences, and hopefully you get something of value, of substance out of it. But really it's just fun, you know what I mean, satire, like kind of comedic, you know, experiences that I'm wanting to share with you guys. Alright, so the next question is, in my "You only like me because I'm black" video, which I will link below just in case you guys haven't seen it. It's like, are you offended when people are attracted to you or approach you because you are considered exotic? So basically in that video I was just saying that, do you ever get the feeling that people are only interested in you because they think you're exotic? And so I kind of went off on a rant on that one. No, I'm not offended, because at the end of the day we're all attracted to maybe some sort of uniqueness that we sense in, you know, maybe the opposite sex or the same sex, depending on what mainly attracts you. So I'm not offended that you find that exoticness or that uniqueness attractive, but I do hope that you realize that that's probably the reason why, you know, you're liking me or whatever, or whoever you think is exotic or whatever. But it takes more than that to really find the substance in the person. So that's what I was kind of encouraging in that video, not just to be attracted by the exoticness of it or the novelty of it, but really once you get past that first initial attraction, to kind of figure out the real reason why you're attracted to them, personality wise or whatever. Okay, so the next question is, this is from my biggest mistake video. The guy in the biggest mistake video, is he English or foreign? Okay, this was a Nigerian guy who spent a great deal of his life here in London. So he was like African British, or I don't know how British people use that terminology. Maybe he's just British of Nigerian descent. So that's what that guy was in that video. And again, I will link it below. If I forget to, just comment below and I'll link it for you guys so you can actually see which video I'm talking about. That one was the biggest mistake video. Okay. Oh, this one's from Kiki's Dream House, and she says, if you ever meet somebody and really hit it off, will you let us know the details? You better tell us. Kiki girl, you know, I don't like to jinx it, but if I do hit it off with someone, you guys will probably be the first to know, but it probably will have to be a little ways into the relationship, because I am not one of those girls that be putting up pictures on Instagram and changing my relationship status on Facebook. No, I don't do that. So I would probably have to be engaged before you guys even find that out, but I will let you know. Okay, Kiki, so thank you for the question, girl. Alright, and then, oh, I get this question all the time. Are you only dating white men in Europe? And the answer is, drum roll, no. I am dating anyone who strikes my fancy. Am I dating randomly, willy-nilly? No, I'm not. I'm just kind of like engaging with people, talking with people. You know, the term dating is kind of, you know, subjective, but hopefully you guys understand what I say when I'm saying, okay, I'm dating, my eyes are open, I'm a single girl, I can pay attention. So no, I am not only dating white men. However, a higher percentage of white men do approach me here in the UK and throughout some parts of Europe where I've been, more than they do in the States, which I find is really weird, but that is the truth of it. So I do get to engage with white gentlemen more frequently than I would have in the States. But I am not only dating that, I am dating whoever, Indian, Chinese, you know what I mean, a lot of Africans, and I think I will do an African video next, so look out for that video on the Dating in London series. This one is from Eric, and it comes from my Dating Europeans Who Hate Americans video. Again, the link will be below. And he says, so am I understanding you right if you disagree with U.S. foreign policy or social issues you hate 300 million people? No, Eric, you've misunderstood me, dear. That's not what I meant in that video. What I meant is that a lot of times you'll meet these people with this very interesting perspective about Americans that a lot of times are based on stereotypes of what is seen on television. So they have no real reason to dislike Americans. They can't really state any concrete, conclusive facts as to why they quote-unquote dislike Americans, but they have a sour attitude towards them. But they might not particularly have a sour attitude towards you because they're trying to talk to you, or they're trying to hit on you, or they're trying to like you. So in conversation, you'll find out the sour attitude they have. So that's what I talk about in that video, dating Europeans who hate Americans. So no, if you have a real conflict with policy or anything like that and you can articulate it, then that's fine. No one's gonna, completely devalidate your opinion. But usually they do not have an opinion about it. It's just some arbitrary, oh my God, I hate Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton, so all Americans must be like that. We're not all like that, dear. So, it's kind of weird to be in a date or dating someone who kind of has a sour, kind of a weird attitude towards Americans. But it's happened, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So second to last question for this episode. Have you met any football players in London? How are they? No, I haven't met any football players, aka soccer players. I would love to, if you have any connections, help a girl out. I mean, I don't discriminate, I regulate every shade, you know what I mean? So, football players, holla at your girl. Alright, and then, last question for this episode. Do more black guys approach you, or white guys in London? Okay, so I think I touched on this on the question before. And it's about 50-50, which is more half white guys of all different, European backgrounds, because it's not like in America where pretty much white is white. Here you have French, you have Danish, you have Dutch, you have Scandinavian, so there's a lot of different variations of white, just like there's a lot of different variations of black from all of the countries in Africa and all of the other kind of places that have people of African descent there. So it's about 50-50, and it depends on where you are. So I'm on a uni campus right now, so more white younger guys approach me here. When I go out into London, it's a little bit more half and half. So it's interesting, as I said before, to have that kind of shift in who you're talking to, or the conversations that you have, or the approach, or the pull, as the term is used here. It's like hollering, like the pull that you have or whatever. So yeah, that is it's about 50-50. I wouldn't say more white or black. I would say about half, which is a little bit different than what I actually experience in the States. But anyway, I hope I answered a lot of the questions. As I said before, these were questions that were actually posed underneath each video or in my private link at my Ask FM, which I will link below, so that if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me but you don't really want them to be so public, you can ask them there. That's pretty much it for this edition of Q&A Tuesday on dating in London. But before I go, I want to leave you guys with a quote, Lord help me, a question of the day. I want to know, what has been your weirdest experience dating domestically, like where you're from, or internationally, like when you've been on vacation or when you've gone to visit family or friends in an international location outside of your own home country. So let me know what your home country is, and then tell me your weirdest experience dating, like where there was a cultural disconnect, where you didn't quite understand the dating culture where you were, because pretty much that's what I'm facing over here in the UK. You would think, oh my gosh, English speaking should be like exactly the same. Nah, it's totally different. So let me know your weirdest experience. Leave it in the comments below, and maybe I'll shout you out in the next video, the funniest or the most unique one. Yeah, that might work. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up anyway, and leave me a comment below telling me what you wished I'd asked, what you wished I'd commented on, the reason why you didn't like it. Yeah, but be sure to give it a thumbs up, share this video, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, Dating in Europe. See you next time.